Hello and welcome back to Suzerain with your President Lance standing in for President Rain. How's everyone doing today? We already have quite a few people jumping in. We've got Lord Hold, we've got Zero, we've got a few people that are sliding in for this. Recap on the last stream. We won a landslide victory. Landslide. 90%. We took it. We did bribe Walter Tusk and the rest, but it's fine. It's fine. So in the reform package, our current proposal, we've got presidential vetoes, constitutional amendments, impeachment of the president, stuff, appointment of ministers, all this other bit. Okay? But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to be good. And I've got to say, Lord and Old, you are Lord Brummer, or Baron Brummer, so I've got to give you a little shout out because you are the biggest supporter on YouTube for this series. So thank you for that. And thank you, Zero, for being here. Thank you for everyone who's here right now. You utter legends. Let's get it going, eh? I literally was late getting through because I got a suit on. I also have a little bit of creek water that I wanted to get out. It's nice and cold, it's nice. Last stream excluding the vote. I think you only won in landslide because of what was in the reform package, privatization moderately. So the veto will ruin your run. I took Tusk bribe and just didn't do what he asked. It's not corruption if you don't do any end of it. Not okay. Your right hand's over 150. You can't read the oligarchs. I did limit veto, that's fine. So, ooh. So can I amend that, or is that it now? It's like, okay, I've said presidential vetoes will be removed from the Constitution. Will it? No, it's too late. Fair enough. Well, so be it. So be it. We'll see how it goes. But welcome back in, and let's get the ball rolling now. Ellery invited to movie premiere. In our main time, we've got to read the report. Today's press statement. Friends Rich of the PFJP congratulated President Rain for a successful vote. In his speech, he showed support for USP leadership and called the Supreme Court to vote in favour of the proposal. So too late. Too late to apologize. Now you can't veto racist laws. Uh-oh. I've also got myself in the wrong corner. Whee! Whoops. There we go. Expensive laws. It'll be fine, I'm sure. I guess he's always going to obvious. Oh no. It's fine. Let's go to movie premiere. I'm invited exclusive preview of Alfred Sickbert's new film, The Morning Shall Come. Although I wasn't in much of a movie-going mood, it would have been unpresidential not to attend. With its massive budget and Kubrick's directorial cachet, this drama was set to be a milestone for Sutherland's burgeoning film scene. Personally, though, I was just looking forward to spending some time with my family. It was a very hot and sunny day as Serge drove us to the old capital. The film was to be screened in the historic cinema Anglais de Erlery, the very first cinema in Sutherland. I gazed at the vast plains between Hull Sword and Erlery as we drove on the H1. Serge had maxed out the air conditioning to keep the Cadilla comfortable. Frank fidgeted with his tie as he stared out of the window. You wrote a university exam, son? What's wrong, Frank? What's wrong, Frank? Since when did you care about what's happening in my life? You know, I'll support you whether you pass the photos. I'm busy lately, but I've always had time for you. Found this rain as on business basis. What an honour, Your Highness. Frank, don't talk to your father that way. He's been working so hard for this country. You're hurting me, Frank. Frank turned his head away to look outside the window. Turned to Dina. Fight for the movie, sweetie. Dina nodded happily. What about you, Papa? You won something, right? You should smile and keep doing your best even if you lose. Just fine, Dina. Everything's going to be wonderful now on, right, Monica? That's my girl. Thanks a lot. That's my girl. Thanks a lot. Everything's going to be wonderful from now on, isn't it, Monica? Now, no more talks. No more politics talk. Isn't that right, Monica? Of course, let's just focus on having a nice time at the movies. Monica folded her arms. We drove on silence. Serge rolled down the soundproof glass between us. So we're about to enter early. We'll be at the cinema in a few minutes. Thank you, Serge. I took a brief look outside as Serge rolled the soundproof glass up again. I could see many towers of Erlery rising over what was left of the old city walls. Serge knocked on the glass and gestured forward. We're at the main square of Erlery, and the historic Cinema Anglais, the Cinema of Angels, was right in front of us. Is this the place? Yep. It was an old Baroque-style corner building with walls that looked like marble from a distance. There were exquisite ornaments on each side of every window. Serge pulled the car to the entrance of the building, which was lit by vivid neon stripes in many colours. Come on, let's get out. Serge opened the doors and we exited onto the red carpet. We were just about to enter the building when a journalist managed to block the path. Mr. President! Mr. President! Your constitutional reforms made it through the Assembly. How do you feel about the chances of the Supreme Court? Justices will make the right decision. The court will vote my way if that was good for them. One way or another, the reforms will pass. I trust justices will make the right decision. Thank you, Mr. President. Were you aware the Tarquin Soul will be present at the proceedings? Oh, I'm thinking 1 or 3. I feel like I refuse to discuss it. It's not the best course. Of course, I was aware. I could just say the honesty. No, I found out through my driving. For anyone asking, I'm drinking water. Sorry. Overlay stuff. There we go. I found out from my driver. I found out from my driver. Wish you could ask anything else the guards ushered us inside the theatre. In contrast with the cinema Baroque style exterior, the inside was modern and sleek, with bare walls painted in black, red, and white. The film's cast and crew were already in the foyer, with glasses of champagne in their hands. We approached the crowd and were welcomed by the producers and the event organisers. A man walked up to us with quick steps. Madame, Mr. President, it's good to have you here, to see you here. He gently bowed at Monica and shook our hands. It's an honour to meet you. I'm Alfred Kubrick. Sorry, I feel like that's where the names come from. The honour is mine, Mr. Kubrick. I'm a big fan of your work. Frank snorted. I glanced at him and he innocently took a sip of his colour. It's very humbling to know you've been watching and enjoying my movies. If you don't mind me asking, which one of your favourite? Maybe this one may be slightly different than my previous works. I love the Sword Stream. Oh really? And you might enjoy this one too. I'll admit, I didn't expect you to be such a cinephile. Frank looked to my eye and struggled not to laugh. Why don't we take our seats? It's about to start. We entered the screening room, the lights dimmed, and the film began. It was a period drama set in the 1870s about a Swedish soldier who pursues a doomed romance with a widowed Bludish farmer during the conquest of Bergia. Oh god! It lagged and this has happened. As the credits rolled, I made an early exit to use the men's room. I was washing my hands when I heard an unmistakable voice behind me. So, what did you think? Tarquin Soul leaned on his cane. He had the same frail appearance I'd noticed at the assembly meeting. Yet close I could sense the rogue magnetism that had kept him in power for 20 years. On the plot questionable, but it certainly looked spectacular. What about yourself? Really not a drivel, what about yourself? Sentimental pablum for the enjoyment of housewives only, and for a period piece the script contained far too many anachronisms. Indubitably. Well, how are you doing the assembly vote, Mr. Hull? Decimal spot, where is it? So nice to see you still around, sir. What are you doing at the assembly? I think I'm going to give him the respect, because he definitely deserves it. My country was about to make a rash decision. I couldn't simply sit by. Are you pleased with the outcome? Your scheme didn't work. I won. It's not your country anymore. So I've immense respect for you, Colonel. I wish it was reciprocated. Yeah, literally, it's indubitably and totes. Yeah, totes. I didn't realise totes the sentence has been around so long then. Because I know they're trying to keep it periodistic. I have immense respect for you, Colonel. I wish it was reciprocated. It will be when you prove yourself worthy of it. If somebody considers me worthy, doesn't that count for anything? I'll not let you and that bleeding heart idiot Rick to tarnish my previous constitution. I'm doing this for the good of the country. You tarnished it enough for the both of us already. Oh, that's painful. I'm doing this for the good of the country. We agreed on this. Number one, I'm doing it for the good of the country. Are we happy with this, everyone? Presidential dance. While we make decisions. Outcome the society. Yeah, we agree on number 1, 0. You good with it, Lord? I'm just gonna guess yes. To be honest, the constitution he has written is mostly okay with any minor changes. 1. Yep, we'll agree on 1. Perfect. So if a spittle landed on my cheek. You find out soon enough how your country repays you for your goodness. You slipped past me and out the door. Our security staff and mine were now clustered outside the washroom, forming a buffer against a large crowd that had gathered. That's Tarquin's soul! I heard someone scream. His guards closed around him and mine around me. By the time the chaos subsided, I was back in my car with my family and soul was long gone. Whew. Things are happening. Read the report. Golconda's threat against Dasnorists. ATO's IEC. IEC uncovers energy resources in Polaris. CSB sends peace armada to visit AEC, XCC. Gas resources boom, expands workforce. Ooh! Gas and branch opening to boost local economy. Oh! Oh! Gas and branch. Oh, beautiful! Beautiful! I'll just show these off for anybody's interested in reading. But that was mwah! Mwah! Great to hear them doing well because I kept my investments in them. Ha ha ha! Money. Renan sold meat. New law in Swedish language vetoed. Rain had no prior knowledge of Sol's assembly appearance. Investment surge boosts gas on. 1 film, 2 very special guests. Washroom summit, why Rain and Sol hiding. Rain vetoes racist language bill. Well, I've done what I could. If I lose my veto powers, I will do my best to bring the parties in line. I have a lot of parties behind me. It'll be fine. Rumbo whistleblower arrives. This is going to be the awkward bit. Oh, a whistleblower from Rumbo Security Bureau has escaped to Swordland by crossing the border and turned himself to the authorities in Estord. Agent Charleston Hailstone has promised to reveal extremely sensitive information about the development of a weapons program. You can give refuge to him and risk antagonizing Rumberg or send him back. Oh, really? I know it's a weird thing to say, right? But I guess it's the period, it's where the game is set, right? So, like, yeah. Question. So I'm assuming it's probably best to send him back. Because it doesn't really matter if I find out about a weapons scheme. Yeah. I feel like they're just looking for a reason to invade us. So I think send him back. Are we all agreed send agent back is their best? Take him. You say asylum. Take him. Oh, I thought it was like their bait. Oh. Grant asylum. You're both saying take him. I'll take him. We've granted him asylum. And the missiles are flying in already. Ah! News. Swordland's accepts whistleblower. Swordland's accepts whistleblower. Until redeploy. Whistleblower in safe house. I mean, they're going to be happy with that. Briefing on the diplomatic strategy. Dinner with family at the house. What if we've got to go for dinner with the family? I arrived home from work, hung my jacket up, and put my briefcase in the hall. I paused, awaiting my usual greeting from my wife and daughter, Dina. Dina was at one of our school art classes, I remembered. But where was Monica? From the living room, I heard a muffled sob. I entered to find Monica sitting on the sofa, a letter in her hands and a look of despair on her face. Darling, what's wrong? Monica briefly rested her head on my shoulder, then handed me the letter. It's from the Department of Education. French University exam results are in. Why are you so worried then? See for yourself. I looked at the page below Frank's name and address. His score was written 435 points out of a total of 1,000. On the bottom of the letter, the word failed was stamped in red. All those years of effort, all those private lessons, all down the drain. You know what this means? He's going to have to join the military. He could die, Anton. Does he know the result yet? No, but he could come back from school. But he should come back from school soon. I just don't understand. Frank's a smart boy. Why would he sabotage himself like this? I heard a key turning in the front door. Frank stomped in and was about to go straight upstairs when he noticed us both in the living room. Mom, Dad, what's going on? Frank, have a seat, Frank. He took a seat across from us and I handed him the letter. He started reading it. Oh shit. Son, we're not angry at you. I need a moment. He went to the kitchen sink and washed his face. A moment later he came back. I never thought this was happening. I'm so sorry. I thought I should have around to help you study. Right, should have taken a break from running the country to help you lose a son. Frank looked close to tears. Monica put her hand around his shoulder. It's going to be okay, Frank. You really should have studied harder. I know. Because it's the army for me then. Oh, do we pull strings or do we just let it go? Because I already had a feeling like if our son's not doing well, maybe we can make a few things happen. We took aid from... What country is it? So we're friends. As you know, we're friends with Wellen. Who do we take? We aren't friends with Magnolia. I think we took aid from... I can't remember actually. I actually have no idea who we took aid from. I can't remember. Oh, the military tab. Okay. Oh no, there's military. United Contana? Yeah, Contana. I think it was United Contana. Would you like the decision? What do we think? 1 or 2? Do we send your son to Contana then? Or what? Keep him in the military? Or not so fast? It might be something I can do. No option 3. 1. Okay. Might be something I can do. Yes! Monica surprised me with her enthusiasm. If Alfonso could get his dimwit son into Kingsville University, I'm sure Holswood State would have no room for a bright boy like Frank. I'm not going to take a life lesson from my Lord Alfonso. 3. It would be nice to have him closer to home. Holswood State would be amazing. A bunch of my friends are going there. I can still come home to do my laundry. I failed the exam. It sucks. You sure about this? It's technically legal, right? Wait, you could also study abroad. Yeah. United People's University in United Contana is free. It also has excellent medical program. Communism. I can dig that. Not exactly how I was expecting to spend my student years, but anything's better than the military. This is the future of our boy, Anton. What should we do? So inside, you're going to United Contana. Military is the right choice. I think, yeah. You think United Contana is the best? Send Contana. Okay. I'll agree with you. You've earned your say from your YouTube comments, good sir. Is it the bad option? Is it? There's a great diplomatic token. Okay, fair enough. Thanks, I'd hostile state. Still would have been my first choice. Not only yours, but your call to make after the way I messed up. Monica let down a long exhale. What a day. He was hungry for dinner. Monica disappeared to the kitchen, Frank to his room. I went to my office and began making some phone calls. Makes sense. Take my son, please. Anniversary. What's going on, Drew? Sorry, duty for the day of dissension. Read the... Oh, see info? What's going on here? Oh my god. Nobel is not doing too well. Wow. Opening a new secondary school, the 2-story building with 50 classrooms, state equipment. Schools funded part of the government initiative. Drug trafficking in Macopa. New school completed. Okay. I'm going to do a ceremony duty for the day of dissension and briefing on diplomatic strategy. Let's look at you more favourably. Okay. Okay, so this is basically a way of us gaining some cards for the future, right? What I'm gathering. Yeah, increased security spending is the meta. You remember I don't have any security spending though, right? In the sense of I have the military, but I don't have any police force. Might be an aspect to be aware of. Just to say, going badly. Oh no, I maintained it, but I didn't add anything. Oh! Sorry. You mean as in like it would help out if I had it? Yeah. Rip. Next playthrough. Morning haze surrounded the Seat of Jir as the sun dawned on the day of the Ascension, the holiest day of the Nuriti religion. It celebrated the first message received from God by Saint Dast and his disciples. As per tradition, the celebration was held inside the Arch Sanctuary of Dast Nuriti, close to the public eye. This year, however, for the first time ever, it was going to be televised. This was Lucian's idea, as he saw it, granting the people a rare glimpse of the grand ceremony and showing them how serious the president took this holy event, with these tensions that lingered in the region. Like to cut military spending of thunder. Fair. So we arrived at the largest cathedral in Swordland. A huge crowd gathered around our convoy, and as our car pulled up to the entrance. This will work out well, trust me, sir. Of course, that's only if the prayer is done completely correctly. Please don't forget the order. First, you'll need to grasp the holy scepter with your left hand, then touch the ark with your right. Kneel before the archpriest. Picture of that? Oh. Then touch the sword hand. Or passing it to the disciple. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? I didn't understand a word of what you just said. Yeah, sure. Very good. You will have to go first. I will come inside later and we will meet up after your party's done. Good luck, sir. Exit the car. Yes, denizens, I'm here. President Lance is here. Celebrate. Clap more. Exit the car. I exited the car and I was greeted by a chorus of cheers and camera flashes. I waved to the people as I made my way up to the grand gates. The Ark Sanctuary was a sight to see. With its towering visage, it cast a shadow over a large portion of the city. I had to crane my neck to see the narrow spires at the top. Standing next to it made me feel awe and dread in equal measure. As I reached the gates, I spotted my welcoming committee. The archpriest and his disciples were waiting for my arrival as my approach. They all bowed their heads in respect. The archpriest gave me an infectious smile as he was straightened back up. Tall and handsome, in his mid-50s, he was one of the youngest and most popular archpriests in history. Some of his most avid followers even liked him to Saint Dast. Mr. President, praise God. It's a blessing to see you on a most holy day again. Welcome. Thank you, it's nice being here in Dare again. The crowd was still cheering loudly. The archpriest turned and raised both his hands and everyone immediately fell silent. Oh, great people of Swordland, once again we are gathered here to honour the day of the Ascension. I'm indescribably happy to be sharing this moment with you as well as every blood and sword, old and young, tuning into their television to watch this holy commemoration. Along with the leader of our great nation, I say, let the holy day begin. Stay far from evil, O sons and daughters, for evil hides itself in many disguises. Disguises such as blasphemy, apostasy, and even alcohol. Be good, my children, praise God, praise Swordland. He smiled beautifully as the crowd burst into rapturous applause. After it subsided, he turned to me. Shall we move inside for your concession? My confession? Oh, for my confession? It did say confession. My confession? Or pull the archery aside for a photo? I feel like that might be a bit cheeky. I think a photo could be cool, though. But I guess it's been televised. Why do we need a photo? I don't want to look like a fool in front of the archpriest. Help! 103, my people. 103, my advisors. Dingbat, what's your opinion? She sat on that little mat I put out for her. Just next to me. What's your opinion, cat? She's not even looking at me. She's looking out the window. Chilling. The chill cat. Just to say, I hope everyone's doing well today, by the way. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. We've got a few bits to figure out, eh? I'm gonna say do this event on your own, I hope. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. My confession? Yes, just like last year, every man must confess before holy ceremony starts. He led me through the main hall, which had a stratospheric ceiling and noticed icons lining the wall. It's just being logical. That's fair. We walked up a creaking spiral staircase to the top floor and finally arrived in front of the concession chamber. Right this way. Gestured towards a chair in the dark room. The room smelled of old mahogany and scented candles. The archpriest proceeded to light each and every one of the candles, one for each virtue and vice. In case it messes up, it's not too bad. I'll be right with you. He left the room a minute later, heard the sound of sliding windows right next to me. Spoke with a very soft voice. Anton Rain, speak. Speak and confess now before the one God, and may he repent your sins on the most holy day of Ascension. Shady dealings, having a bad husband. Oh, shit. Right, I'm not going to say I've been doing shady dealings or I'm not sure what I'm doing for Swordland is enough. I mean, I feel like it's between bad husband and this. I don't want to say nothing because if I say I confess nothing I've done, I haven't sinned, that's kind of against the point, right? They were like, oh, you're lying. Da, 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 da. So it makes me feel I haven't been a good husband. Might be a good choice because it. That's okay. It takes his faith seriously. Okay. That's been a bad husband. Hey Kyle, how you doing? Welcome in, bud. Welcome back. How you doing? Family is the cornerstone of society. Under watchful eyes of God, men are required to protect their wives and family. We are created as complex creatures. At times, conflict is driving words. Tell me, what is your sin? I've been neglecting my family due to stress of my position. Tragedy of neglect happens to all working men that feeds his family. Rejoice, God is kind in the matters of family. Anything else you'd like to confess? Guess I'm not sure what I'm doing for Swordland is enough. You carry a heavy burden upon your shoulders. What you have confessed is not a sin, but you may share your burden with me if you like. I'm trying to reform the country, but I don't know if the country is ready for it yet. Reformation is one of the tenets of nobility. It must come slowly but surely. Anything else you'd like to confess? That's all for today. Before God, I thank you for sharing. Now forgiven before God, Anton Rain. May you never sin again. The sliding window closed, and the archpriest entered the confession chamber. For the confession to end, you must extinguish the candles representing each one of your virtues and vices. With this, the once burning sins connected to you are now smoke, and then nothing. Extinguish the candles. One by one, I extinguished the candles. Well done, Mr. President. Let's move to my quarters before the ceremony. Led me through the 1,000-year-old corridors to his office. The smell of dust and old tomes was in the air, along with the scent of burning incense being prepared for the ceremony. I don't know, but we'll find out. I wasn't giving away anything too serious, so it's like I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for the country, and I've been neglecting my family because I'm so stressed about work. But like they're good too. Well then, please have a seat. The wooden chair next to him looked like it might turn to dust at a single touch. I sat down gingerly. The surprisingly sturdy. Are you ready for the ceremony? I'm a bit nervous. Happens to the best of us. It will be televised after all. Leans back in his chair comfortably. I wanted to give you something. Gift to celebrate this day. He brought out a large rectangular box from his desk drawer. The box was lined with gold and expensive gemstones. Beautiful sight, isn't it? He opened the box and showed me what was inside. It was a dagger. The dagger looked like it was made of pure gold and had a very large gem at the end. On the blade, the words were inscribed, Vecton Sistar, victory is close. On the other side, another setter's word, King Egmont. This dagger belonged to King Egmont. It is a very important artifact of the Kingdom of Swordland era. It is now yours, Mr. President. Can we accept this, or should we say, thank you, it's an honor, or I cannot accept this? What's everyone's thoughts? Because I don't really know. I mean, I'd accept it. I mean, if he's a man of his god, and he's legit, I feel like it's not like we're taking a bribe of some variety. We're accepting a very cool honor. Cool blade. And then someone runs at us during the ceremony, we're tooled up. We need Luddy. Well, I think it's just like a ceremonial thing, right? He's like, here's a gift to the president. Like, I think he's supporting us so far because he mentioned everyone in his talk. It goes to say, okay, I was thinking that. It's also collectible. Oh, it's done. It's an honor. Think of the past and think of who we are. Return to what brought us to this point. Now then, it'll be about time. A couple of knocks were heard on the door and a young boy came in. He bowed before the archpriest and me, before letting us know the ceremony was about to begin. We made our way downstairs where the ceremony was already in progress. The choir sang angelically as the archpriest took his position beside the altar. When they finished their hymn, an expectant silence fell over the room. It was time for my part. I started my walk, bowed, and approached the altar. I'm just reading this, I'm gonna lie. I grabbed the scepter with my left hand and touched the altar with my right. Kneel before the archpriest. The archpriest laid the sword on my shoulder. Yeah, of course, I remember. I could just scroll up. Oh, no, I can't. And touch the sword with the hand you touched the altar with. Touch the altar with my right hand, so I touch the sword with my right hand. Hand the scepter over to the archpriest. Pass it the sword to a disciple. Rapobo, he summoned. I got up and proceeded to my designated spot next to Lucian. He leaned over and whispered in my ear. Compared to last year, that went surprisingly well, sir. Yay! Successful! First step to Golconda. I have been summoned. My eyes met the archpriest and he very slightly nodded. The ceremony went on for another hour and a half. Finally, the noon bells chimed, marking the end of the cathedral service. I left the cathedral to greet the waiting crowd. As I stepped outside, I heard everyone cheering and chanting my name. Lucian's gambit seemed to have been a success. We waved proudly for a minute or two. Only managed to spend it my second round. That's fair. See, sir, I told you it would work. We entered our cars and drove back to the seats in Deer. Ow! Got my suit cut. Whew. Hey! Ooh! I know. Is that it? Oh my god, that's the blade. I put, not the scissors, a literal sword on my table. That's pretty cool. There's a dagger, but still that big dagger. Literally wrote down what I was supposed to do. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like we've been drilled on it, right? Was intended no dissension, was intended holiness, ritual, so by everyone regardless of rank status, all of them united as the chaos to come together, get the difference and celebrate the word of God. Nice. Oh, diplomatic meeting. What's this over here? Read the report. 30 and blessing for Swordfish Ascension Ritual. Supreme Wiseman George Asmal has expressed his deep appreciation for President Anton Rain's successful conduct of the Ascension Rituals Credit the president for his performance and those gossip behalf of the rest of people are dirtier. Nice. However, he expressed hope that this religious goodwill can translate into improved political and social conditions for Norris, specifically on this. Of course, sir. A question. Ask away. Ask away. Oh, my back. Oh, my god. The doors to the White Room, like everyone else in the Marine Palace, main nerve center, were painted white. I took a deep breath before pushing them open. Time for yet another meeting. At least this time, it's with people who liked me. Attendants rose up from their seats. Mr. President, hey, all these guys like me. Mr. President? Joseph nodded. He and Lucian sat down, while David remained standing. Now that you're here, let's talk about a diplomatic strategy. David clears his throat. 2. What did you do about the whistleblower? We took them in. We accepted them. We gave them amnesty. We let them in the country. Mr. President, if I may, I would like to provide you with a short overview of where we are right now. We haven't had that option yet, but I will eat the salad. Don't worry. Don't worry. We will eat the salad. I've been told, eat the salad by like 20 people. I will eat the salad. Listen, I had people recommended I take them in. Multiple people. Zero, Lord. A load of people said recommended it, so we took them in. Mr. President, if I may, I'd like to provide you with a short overview of where we are right now. Not in the salad will ruin your head. Go ahead. Although we did not make a trade deal with Magnolia, we succeeded in making one with Welland, which means we have increased our presence in the region. These deals were important pieces of leverage and significant first steps into the global arena. It's now look towards the future. Time to take the next steps. Precisely. David sat down, pulled out a few papers and started going through them as he kept talking. Really? So just to explain, Robo, do you know when I mentioned the other night that we had comments on the YouTube side of things? So Lord is the one who was commenting. So Lord, welcome in. Also, Lord, if you were to feel it, generously, a follow would be massively appreciated on Twitch, if you're able to. Don't worry if not, I know you're a big follower on YouTube, so thank you so much for that. Well, in Magnolia with practice runs, we must begin improving our relationship with greater nations. We need to elevate our international standing, especially with the threat of Rumberg looming. SF cleared his throat. I'm the person with the second most hours in game, so I say yes. What? Oh my god! That's incredible! Thank you for being here for my first run. With some of the least hours in game. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks to your wise investment, Swordland's army is now on its way to becoming a force to be reckoned with. Whether it be Rumberg or anyone else, we can handle outside threats just fine. We don't need to beg for help from anyone. Being friendly won't hurt, right? Thank you for your input, I will consider it. You're right on others. Thank you for your input, I will consider it. Military perspective is important, but these deals are more apparent than just gaining allies. We also need to consider the benefits of our economy such deals will provide. Especially when we are still struggling to end the recession. David took a seat and brought out 2 stacks of documents. At the start of our turn, I had a comprehensive trade deal plan laid out. Following the visits from Welland and Gnolia, we were able to see potential deals with 2 greater nations. Axeland is one of them. We can manage to get them to the table. There is much more potential here than just Welland or Agnolia. Because they are one of the most important countries in the CSP, a deal with Axeland is a ticket to bring Swordland closer to United Contana sphere. Do whatever we can take them on our side. Other countries. Countries in CSP is dangerous. We do whatever we can to get them on our side. Get them on our side. I agree. Iceland is certainly powerful enough to deter Rumberg. Moving on to Lesbia. Our southern neighbour is rather sore of our decision to accept financial aid from United Contana, allowing its ships to dock our naval base in return. Granting those docking rights essentially gives United Contana a foothold in eastern Maricopa, knowing the Yatado feel threatened by this move. In any case, a deal won't be happening with Lesbia, that's for sure. Place 1 is some guy named called Ginger Deadpool. How far are you off, Lord, from taking first place? Is it in sight or is it still quite far? Do you know? I hope you're not questioning decisions. Like 50. Ooh, it's a tight. It's neck and neck. Good. We will never make a deal with a country in the ATO. In any case, a deal won't be happening with Lesbia. That's for sure. Oh, I don't want to make it sound rude, but I'm assuming good. We will never make a deal with a country in the ATO. Which is fair, to be honest. The game is really fun. The game is really fun. I like that. It's weird to think that every single little decision we've made so far could have very long-lasting consequences in every little area. Yeah, I mean, I guess we went United Contana, right? So I think we have to kind of stick to the kind of path we've kind of started on Jace, where we'll probably have to join with Vagsland at this point, which it kind of looks like the UK, but the other way around. So I like it. If you remove Scotland. It would have been not bad having Lesbia as an ally, though, but I don't know. Yeah, Zero. I think Zero's tricked us, but Zero's a communist. I know. Really? Well, I've chosen a path. We're not questioning my decisions. Of course not, sir. That is for the overview. There's an actual contents of the trade deal. Lucian? Lucian pulled out a small notebook and quickly flipped through the pages until he landed on the right one. Looking at my stats here, we now have a small tungsten surplus, which makes an excellent resource for trade. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yeah, they're basically the UK and the law, but communist. Okay. I need to know your decision before we can proceed. What should we do? I mean, obviously we've gone down a certain route. I know Agnolia could be an epic ally. Sadly, we're past that bridge. Like, yeah, let's make a deal with Vagsland, the UK. We'll see how it goes. So this is actually where my character is. Yeah, we need a superpower, or at least a group of superpowers to assist us. Excellent news. I'll begin at once. That's all I had for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's just salute as we left the White Room. Democratic Republic of Vagsland. Finance started. I started polio cases seen in Bergia. Polio cases explode in Bergia. Going to visit Vagsland for trade deal. Ooh, we're going on a holiday. I'm gonna give you a good deal, but they're useful in the war. Okay, interesting. I guess yeah, they're like naval power, right? Oh no, I rose. No, back up, back up. Help refugees in the nation. Yeah, not a good place. Okay. A recession hits workers. Currency loses value against Arcadian lira. Healthcare quality improved. That's good. Ivory development speeds up following highway construction. Well in trade report. Okay. Where are we going for this? A whole sword. Dinner with Justice, Isabel. The Papillon whole sword. Is that the only mission we have right now? Gotta be, yeah. That's it. Dinner with Justice, Isabel. Now comes the salad. Now comes the salad. I'm prepared. So what? I'll eat the salad, then tell me what happens if I didn't eat the salad afterwards. Magnolia was good. He compared Putin to Putin and argued for working with the game's version of Saddam. That is fair. I'm sorry, Jace. What I'll be doing when we play Rizia, I'll be listening to a lot more of our details. But I think in that one we do play a lot more with Rumberg, right? If I remember correctly. Nia Morgner had arranged a dinner with me. Oh, sorry, they're so cute. Diva. Baby. Oh, you little cutie. Oh, come here, you little baby. She just rolled over and just fell off her little bed and looked really sad, so I just had to plonk her back on. As much manners as possible, that's fair. So we're going to arrange a dinner just as Bob Edmonds, ahead of the dinner, Nia and I met to have a talk. We settled on a table on the restaurant second floor of La Pavilion, in the world-class lesbian restaurant in downtown Hellsword. The whole floor was reserved for us. The music coming from downstairs was enough to guard our voices from potential eavesdroppers. Oh, relative to Beatrix. I kept staying on the plane for a reason. I can't believe Sol came to the vote. I'm sure he's also pressured the justices of the court right after that win. Can't speak any sense into them. The court, Mr. Justice, was sense into them. Has also been doing. What's the atmosphere in the court? Most justices don't really talk when I'm around. They don't trust me as I'm outside a member of the court. I only know about the 2 justices I mentioned earlier who are with me, so we have 3 votes there. We still need 3 more votes. Isabel can potentially bring 2 to 3 votes. That's why she's our ticket. The old guards are fanatically opposing your proposal, so I doubt there is any possibility there. We might still need their help if Isabel can't bring us at least 3 votes we need. We won the vote, maybe we can still persuade also. As we'll bring 3 centrist votes. Heron. Oh Lord, let me tell you something. We all put ourselves in as part of Lance's government. Yes! You're in the Discord too, so you'll be added. You'll be added. It's gonna happen. Let me just grab a piece of water. Also, I really like this glass. There's a shade of blue to it. Makes water just look a bit nicer. We can as well to bring the 3 centrist posts. Can't know for sure, of course, but the centrist trio always stick together, and Isabel is their mouthpiece. She's the only one willing to talk, so we have our chances with her. What about Justice Edmund? Do you think we can sway her? What was also doing? What about Justice Edmund? Do you think we can sway her? Yes, I think she's our best bet. We have a meeting with her now, after all. She's not openly protesting against the old guards, but she told me about her concerns about them. Certainly open to dialogue, but also skeptical. She seems to be scared of potential purge against the court. Uncommon guard ground against the old guard. That's what I hope for too. What's also been doing? He's doing his best to organise the court against your proposal. The weakest link is Heron, but the rest are unbreakable. We need to talk to Heron then. Yes, we might need him for the last vote. We should call Lucian. He's been trying to deal with him. What's our next steps? Well, the next step is speaking to Isabel and making sure she votes for the proposal, but also, the way he approaches us is bound in respect. Did you decide on the entree, sir? We have a guest coming, we'll wait for her to order? I think that's a nice decision. I think waiting for her to order is a very polite, respectful decision. Are we all agreed on that? Number one, my people, my advisors, my friends. Number 1? See, that's exactly perfect. Of course, sir. Common sense and politeness, that's fair. I'll be around. He went downstairs again. He took a sip from a glass of water and looked at me. So let's move on to plan with Isabel. Do you think we'll succeed? I'd like to hope so, yes. We might need to get both Isabel and Heron to work with us. I don't want to rely on Isabel to bring us at least 3 votes. It's risky. Let's not overthink this, though. It's present. You have to focus on the meeting with Isabel now. Anyway, just another sip from a glass. Isabel. How about you? How have you been holding up? I'm fine, Mr. President. Thanks for asking. I'm just focused on our proposal. If it passes the Supreme Court, this will be a historic moment for Swordland. I just don't want to see another failure trying to change the Constitution anymore. That's why we can't become another Alfonso administration. Me neither, Miss Morgano. We need to make sure we can succeed. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't go through. Don't let your emotions go away. Me too. Me neither, Miss Morgano. We need to make sure we succeed. I've done my best so far, Mr. President. It's up to you now to persuade Isabel. I'm slightly scared that Isabel's help might not be enough, that we need Heron's help one way or the other. Alfonso will start with the blame for changes Sol led the nation to. That's what it feels like at times. Don't worry, we've got this. Don't worry, we've got this. I hope we succeed. Anyway, let's talk about what we're doing with Isabel. Let's try not to agitate her when she comes. We won the vote, so she already has pressure on her. If she feels cornered, we might lose her, so it's important not to push too much pressure on her. Oh my. Agreed, we shouldn't scare her off. We shouldn't scare her off. That's for the best. Suddenly I noticed Justice Isabel Edmonds coming upstairs. She was wearing a plain dark grey dress that had most of her features. Oh, good to see you, Miss Edmonds. Neil got up from a chair to shake Isabel's hand. Stand up for a handshake. Stood up and shook her hand. Mr. President, good to see you. Good to see you, Justice Edmonds. You can see it across the table. How's your day, Miss Edmonds? I would normally say good, but this time I will take the liberty to say it was insanely exhausting. Heavy court matters again. Not that I'm complaining. It's only the way it approaches us. I'm ready to give your orders, sir, madame. I'll have a sauté perlaise, please. As you wish. Miss Edmund? I don't know what perlaise is. Do you think Miss Edmund? Miss Edmonds, let her go first? Is that good? Or is it because she's just sat down that it's rude? Help! My supporters? It's actually kind of funny. I don't know what path you've gone down. You see the meeting between all three of you. Sol wants on you, and Sol wants to scream about how they screwed the over. Yeah, let her go first. Eat the salad! Let her go first. Miss Edmonds? I'll have the salad, thank you. Of course. And you, sir? I'll have the salad too. Salad? Ah, but Miss Morgan is getting liver fraîche, lesbian zauber. I'll have the salad too. I'll take a picture of my cat and put it in the Discord. He's very, very cute. He's just chilling next to my computer. I love it. 1 second, I must stroke the cat for good luck. Sorry, I can't help myself. I cuddled her for like an hour earlier as well. Cuddle cat. Perfect. Took a quick couple of notes in his tiny notebook. Oh yeah, go on. What would happen if I didn't pick the salad? He went back downstairs, leaving us alone on the upper floor. Water fail and so will the Constitution. Really? Ooh. That is a parrot. Yeah, it's done. It's fair. He went back downstairs, leaving us alone before Miss Edmonds. You know why we're here. That's the situation. Miss Edmonds, you know why we're here? Oh, we want to cooperate with you, Miss Edmonds. With number 3, are we happy with number 3? Sorry, I want opinions on this because I don't want to mess up my constitution. Because if this is it, just be polite. Okay. We want to cooperate with you, Miss Edmonds. That's very welcome, Mr. President. I want the same thing. Great question. Great question. Who does the chair become more comfortable? You know, Mr. President, since you tried to intervene with the court's decision on Mr. Urson's case, there was quite a bit of hostility against you. First of all, I want to congratulate you on the successful vote in the Grand National Assembly. It appears to be said the proposal has a very low chance of getting through the Supreme Court. And what do you think? That's why we're here, not if you support us. And what do you think about the proposal itself? Number 3 again? Are we happy with 3, gentlemen? So I'm just getting a quick drink of water. 1 moment. I'm a staunch supporter is here. No. There she is. Her little legs. Ah. I gave her treats. She's bribed. Ugh. Be humble and polite when you get through this. Your constitution proposes is not radical. What do you think of the proposal itself? To start with, I think it's disrespectful. If I can do it as like democratic reform, yes, as well as I could attack in the Supreme Court. Miss Edmund. You know it's true, Miss Morgan. The President is aiming to draw a court and he needs us to do so. Why should I vote for a proposal that will take away my immunity as a justice? Was this a promised reform? Impeaching a justice with decision of the Assembly? Same Assembly that your party controls, by the way. And what about the powers of the Supreme Court? Your God dominates the court, needs to be dealt with. Miss Edmund. Bigger picture. What about the powers of the Supreme Court? What about it? You're already trying to take our rights to vote on constitutional legislator. Also open a way to impeach us. Are you not? She sighed. At that moment, the waiter came back from downstairs carrying plates of food. After seeing that we were in the midst of a discussion, he averted his eyes as he approached us. He quickly started serving the food and refilled our glasses. He placed the plate of salad luco in front of me. It looked very fresh and smelled of olive oil. I was very hungry. Bon appetit. Thank you, it looks delicious. The waiter bowed to us and quickly went downstairs. We wished each other a good meal as Isabel and Neil slowly started to eat. So, Miss Edmund, you're still thinking the same about the old god. I'm just saying, if you're telling me, like, be polite, I'm going to pick what I would do and feel polite, but I'm just saying, if you think I'm going to make a wrong decision, I'm going to mention what I'm going to do beforehand to just say, and so you're still thinking the same about the old god. Of course, nothing has changed. That's good. We still have that in common. That doesn't mean I will accept any proposal for the old god's proposed. Nor it means I will put the whole court under the bus. The impeachment clause about justice affects all of us after all. I understand your concerns, but I also do not agree with that clause. We must start somewhere. I'm supporting the president because he made this proposal with good intentions. I did study history and thought brilliant. As well took a sip from her water and turned to me. Tell me, Mr. President, what are your real intentions? We need a better democracy. That's all I'm striving for. I know that I can't do a lot, but I'm doing my best to start a change. I only want a strong swordland, I'll try not to lose support of people. This is their will. Number 2, I know that I can't do a lot, but I'm trying to do my best. I'm doing my best to start a change. No, you're all good advisors. I don't think anyone's a bad advisor. Even Red, I know you guys didn't agree with necessarily his decisions, but his decisions I ended up choosing. We're on a journey right now. It's our first journey. I think we should enjoy it nonetheless. With the help of my advisors. The devil's on the shoulder, if you will. We're going to have a lot of fun. We are going to have a lot of fun, you legends. I'm excited to do Rizzier as well. For honest, I'm happy with the main run so far. Zero is guiding you towards becoming a puppet, Stalin. Okay. There. Also, are we happy with number 2? I know that I can't change a lot, but I'm doing my best to start a change. Just turn your brain off and sign papers, like I did right at the beginning of the game, Kyle, where I ended up being like, let's admonish small parties. Don't change by eliminate justice whenever you want. Is this the change? Where do you include that proposal? And that you need our vote. We're bad a moment. I thought you'd agree. I believe that respect will just like you against the old guard. Weaker than the base game. I've taken my chances. We need to clean up the old guard. I thought the court could see reason. Number 3, I'm not like throwing shade at the old guard then. We happy with that, number 3? Or should I go a bit more harder and just be like, I had to take my chance. We need to clean up the old guard. Would we agree to do that? I believe the respect will just like you're against the old guard. It's DLC. It's a custom based game, it holds up well. Going softly against them. Okay. So number 2. Bridge! 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 Woo! Woo! The mod! The mod himself is in the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It's alright. We're thinking number 2 or number 1? Oh, sorry, number 2 or number 3? Number 2 or number 3? What's the opinions, people? We are either going to throw a little bit of shade. Before you'd agree to that, I believe that respect will just like you against the old guard. No, I'll go number 2. I'll go number 2. I feel like that's the decision we have made. Yep. Look, I am in opposition to them and definitely stand against their dominance. This is not the way. Let's say this proposal goes through. What will be your next move? Limit the old goals from all branches of government to ensure the new processes are respected and executing transparency, government reforms, focus on internal and external threats. Number 2, I feel like, is a correct choice here to ensure new processes are respected and executing transparency. Number 2, we're happy with number 2, my people, my friends. 2 is best. We've got Jace's opinion. I do feel 2 is good as well. I feel 2 is good to ensure the new processes are respected and executed in transparency. This is what I feel like she would like to hear. This is what I feel like would be good. If you're happy, Bridge, if you're happy, Lord, let's do it. Number 2, come on, do it yourself. And yes, 2 is good. That's a fair point. I see. Isabel took a sip from her water and looked at me without saying anything. He said, please help us choose his victory. We can bring this together. I just noticed the growth slowed down. Sad. It's fine. It's fine. We'll bring it back. And please help us choose a victory. We have to be together in this. Perhaps this is the way we must take. Can you explain one thing? How come you think the Supreme Court's right to vote on constitutional amendments is a major problem with such priority? I thought we were asking the President, Miss Mortimer. Hasn't worked properly since the 2.0 update. Why don't you ask the reformists? This proposal was made together. Got to stop every constitutional change, Miss Edmonds. Judiciary no legislative powers, Miss Edmonds. Point was red line for Mr. Ritter. We had to include it. Number 2, the court has stopped every constitutional change, Miss Edmonds. Number 2, I'm happy with that. I remember my first run, it was like the very bottom until the reform passed the court and it just shut up straight. That's fair. But we're happy. Number 2. I'm picking number 2. So that is your position. I see. I don't know what to say, Mr. President. I want the old gun as much as you. I'm torn about this. Oh, rip. Don't be. We're in this together. 2 is okay as well. 3 is best, 2 is okay as well. This is why I asked my advisors. We don't want to frame the cause back. That's fair. That's fair. Don't be. We're together in this. This will be open for reforms. But yes, that's what we need to think. That's not good. Don't be. We're in this together. This will open ways for further reforms too. These Miss Edmund, we need your help. Number 1. I feel like number 3 is just like, please help, please. But I don't know if that's what she wants to hear. Number 1 or number 3. And I this because I know we didn't go for the best option. I know you don't like giving advice, Lord, but I would definitely appreciate it on this front. Number 3. You've made your own choice in conversations. That's fair. I like your advice. Miss Edmonds, we need your help. Mr. President, I was wondering, if you were in Sol's position, how do you structure the Supreme Court? What do you even believe its role is? You're advisable to legislate in high criminal court. But, must be power of judicial review to write down laws that are against the Constitution. The court protects the Constitution. I would have done so in my proposal. Why? Oh. Sometimes just consequences of better experience. That's fair. That's fair. I just want to get it past. I know it's my first playthrough, but I know I'll be playing Rizu and I won't be coming back to this for a long time. That's why I kind of want to see what it will be like in the future. 2. Bridge says 2. It must have the power of judicial review to strike down laws that are against the Constitution. Bridge, we're trying to get them rid of that. Oh no, that's fair enough here. That seems fair. Oh no, Bridge has said 2. I was against it initially, but no, Jace is for 2. To be fair, you really fucked up with the removal of the veto, so I might have interest in you passing this bad Constitution. 2. Everyone's saying 2. It's 2. Strike down laws. So what do you think about judicial review? Ask me these questions. Plays a central role ensuring that each branch of government recognises the limits of its own power. Number 2 again, it plays an essential role in ensuring that each branch of government recognises the limits of its own power. It gives the court an abrupt power over other branches. I think number 2. Yeah, I was going to say, it's the evidence rude. Precisely. How do we agree on that? As well want to finish the remains of our salad. So, Miss Edmonds, what are you thinking? I want to help you, Miss Morgan, but it's of great concern since proposal paved the way for the WPB and the CPS to enter the Assembly. Child Protective Services, they're getting in there. I don't want to be a support of that. So you're not just removing the power of the court to write down laws just for your own constitutional amendments. That's fair. We can't silence different political opinions anymore, Miss Edmonds. We don't agree with the right ideologies when it's fair. The threshold does not affect them all. Affect them, but all of us. Lead to political crisis in the future. So, number 1, we can't silence different political opinions anymore, Miss Edmonds. I think number 1 is a fair point. It's like everyone's got different political opinions. If we want to go a different direction, we should go it. Number 1, are we happy with that, gentlemen? 1 and 2 are both fine. Jace, Bridge. I'll do 2. Ooh, okay. Okay. And 2 are both fine. Bridge. 2. 3 is obviously, yeah, literally. Well, a lot of people are voting 2. I'll go 2. I nearly hit 3. I nearly hit 3 by accident. If I give you the power to impeach us today, what's going to happen tomorrow? Can you even give me any guarantees that this will not result in the destruction of the court? I promise, Miss Edmonds, centrists will have nothing to worry about. You have my word. I think number 3 is the solid choice here. Gentlemen, number 3. My finger's going towards 3. The button is over there. Oh, this is hard. Oh! Also, I hope you guys like my new haircut. Nice fade. I'll get them there. Oh, I mean, creek water. Tasty creek water. From the Thames. That's why it's a odd colour. 1 or 2 of your constitution. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. 1 or 2 of my constitution. 3 is if you personally can kick them out. By the way, constitution engineering is such a fascinating matter of checks and balances. Everything's designed in detail. Or safety for God. I'll say 2 because I actually grew the US IRL. Needs a hard reformed impeach justice. It's a prescription that we have now. Number 2 it is. Anyway, at least proposal introduces term limits. I can say I support you on that point. You decided then? Let's see. Oh, Miss Edmonds, I really hope you vote for this proposal. Please, Isabel, this vote means a lot to us. But she hasn't put, we're not on first name basis. I think that's choosing how made. Wait, opinions on this. This is the final decision I'll need help with for the next 2 minutes. President can swap judges at will. Oh god, again, you choose. Edmonds, judges can impeach president. Ooh. So you just pick which judges you want in power, right? 1. Bridge, I agree with you. Let's do 1. Okay, let me finish, Mr. President. I think I can get behind this proposal. Thank you, Ms. Edmonds. I think I can get you the votes you need. Exactly. Once I got impeached anyway. I'll do my best to convince my group. I can only speak for myself. Ah, classic dictator on move. Thank you. Thank you. It's great to hear that you support us. Thank you. Hearing about murdering your best friend was too much. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I found wandering around. Oh, she's not happy with that. Down you go. Shall we, baby? Love you. I love it. I said we're all finished with the meals too. I think it's time to conclude this meeting. Thank you for inviting me here, Mr. President. Thank you for coming. Let's change the constitution, Miss Edmonds. I look forward to you voting. Thank you for coming. She stood up and shook my hand. Thank you for the meeting, Miss Mordner. Likewise. As took her coat and walked downstairs. Me and I looked at each other. That's good news. Yes, I hope we can trust her. It's great news. That's great news. A few more minutes of thoughtful silence. We also got up from our seats and left the restaurant. It's a good start. I was not certain if Isabel was enough. Cute cat. I got in the presidential Cadillac. The surge started driving me home. As I was the president, I'd like to petition the assembly to give Dingbat the member of honor position. Member of honor? No. If I'm the president, Dingbat's the queen. Like, 2 sides of the same coin, mate. Reach out to Justice Heron. Get trying to talk to try to convince him once again. Oh, my limbs, my body. Oh, we got keys. Oh. Everyone I can vote in Parliament. Oh yeah, she sat next to me. Oh, she bit my hand. Got me good. She's like, go away. I wish to sit next to you, not be cuddled by you. This information, USB mayor, Oracle tourism. By the way, you can click on the items in view. No. Really? Ooh! Pink Cadilla. Radio. That is a brick. Yeah. Come on, that is a blade. Ceremonial scissors. The rest is locked. Okay, I don't like that. That's not a good sign. I wonder what that could be. Goated. A picture. Black. Ooh. This is a nice addition to that lit 2.0. Yeah, it's quite cool to see these little items at the table. Right. Let us do this. Let's get to Ellery and reach out to Justice Heron. The vote to Supreme Court draws near and we need to sway the Justice Heron Barassi to minimise our chances of winning the vote Constitution. With the initial rejection, we could bribe him, send Lucian or Neo to convince him rent a negotiating table, or outright just ignore the justice. Ooh, ignore the bozo. Oh, and there are unique items for Rizia as well. Ignore him, is well done. Also, I just wanted to ask, how did you want to be known? Because obviously, I know you as Brumbar, but did you want to be Lord? Did you want to be Brumbar? How did you want to be known? Like, for example, Robo Napoleon. I know him as Jace. But I didn't know how you wanted to be known. And you need him for dictator runs. Okay. I don't really care. It's fair enough. I'll call you Lord for here now then. Just because that's the one I see the most. Right. Ignore. We'll ignore him. I'll go off what you say. You guys are happy with it. I'll ignore. If you think I've got the votes, so be it. So be it. Ignore him. Oh, announcement of the Supreme Court's decision. This is a moment and a half. Oh, before we get to that big moment, knows Pascal must can we barrel Brumbear or untold Zold. Okay. To the next meeting with okay, so from now on you are Mr. I don't really care. We took the meeting with him in the first round and just screamed at each other and walked away. It's not matter as I went anyway. That's that. Right. Gentlemen, just as we're an hour in, before we listen to the Supreme Court's decision, if you're watching on YouTube, a subscriber like it goes really far. Really far. There, if I didn't butcher it. I appreciate if you're able to follow, basically. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate it. Done. Get that money. When I go to the toilet later, I'll run a minute ad. So, there we go. Names of smokes. So, yeah, I will... a pleasure to have you in, Pascal. Thank you, Bino. Right, announcement of Supreme Court's decision. Oh, Dingbat, this is a big moment. She sat next to me to chill on the floor. Back at the office, I was eagerly waiting for my decision in the Supreme Court regarding our change to the Constitution. I stood from my chair and looked out the window. What are you doing down there? Remember, as time is when we get further overlord. Peter and Pascal were next to me. Well, with me too. Peter was slouching on the couch on the right side of the office and staring at the ceiling with Pascal sat across from me. He was eagerly waiting for the results. You should get 7 out of 9. Really? What time is it? It's conspiracy time. Everybody, we don't want to ruin the moment. Let's see. The whole process has been tough on all of us, but now there is nothing left to do but wait for the justice to cast their vote. What do you think, Anton? We're going to make history today. To be honest, I have a bad feeling with this. Yes, I'm sure of it. Oh, I miss Isabel. So you trust Isabel to bring the votes? Yes, I'm sure she'll support the proposal. I don't know which should help her with the best. Yes, I'm sure she will support the proposal. I hope so. All we'll worry is Heron. I think we need his vote. But anyway, we'll learn about the vote soon. The session is already underway. By the way, what time is it? I looked at the tall face clock in the room. It was already 20 past 11. The court's voting session was scheduled in the early 10 minutes. To end in 10 minutes. 20 past 11. It's 20 past 11. Okay, we'll soon hear about the results then. Anyway, Rosemo slouched and stretched. I know that feeling. I don't know if you've noticed, but Casaro has been getting popular in the assembly recently. Our party's been supporting him on a lot of bills, some of which have already reached you. What do you make of this? I think he's a very dangerous man, Anton. We can't let him divide our party. Bipartisan bills passing the assembly, I agree, we have to watch him closely. We have to watch him closely. Despite only holds 40 seats, Anton, they manages to pass bills. That man is trouble. Maybe we shouldn't allow our party to be so generous with what they support. Suddenly, Livia enters the room. In her hands was a large object wrapped in straw paper. Good day to you, Mr. President, Mr. Benewell. Am I interrupting you? It's okay, Livia. What happened? No, please come in. What's the problem? The Chief Justice has sent me this. She showed the wrapped object. Oh, crap. Is this... Boom! You're so pretty. Free, thank you, Livia. You can leave it on my table. I'm not sure if I want it near me. What is it? Unless she now explains. First Secretary, say nothing. Say nothing. Okay. What is it? I don't know. A painting, maybe? I'll just bring it to you. Go to the table and gave it to me. I immediately started to remove the wrap and to reveal the framed photograph. It was an old black and white photograph of Tarquin Sol posing on a destroyed tank in Holston Square. The building behind him had thousands of bullet holes on it, and a clearly readable slogan, "Victory is close," written on its walls. The date, 14th of March 1929, was written in the corner with a black marker. return to Livia. Oh, it's the noise, it's the music, it's ready. What a threat. Oh, victory is close. Unless he's saying, like, hey, you're about to get it. I support you. Is this support? Is this... I don't get it. Thanks, if you may go now. But also say anything to you about this. No, but he's obviously trying to send you a message. Hi, Olivia. Peter noticing Peter on the couch, Olivia reddened slightly. She gave a small wave which Peter returned. Mr. Vice President, I'll be leaving now. Wait, also... Which one's also? Sorry, I'm trying to remember which is the first name. Also Hawker. Okay. Aaron also, okay. Seems like the very wrong. Vice President. Vice President. Be some kind of message. What is it? Victory will be close, huh? Orso's getting ahead of himself. Suddenly, Lucian rushed into the room. Mr. President, the vote has been concluded. We immediately gathered around him. Congratulations, sir. The Constitution changed and finalised with 7 justices voting for the proposal. Yes! Kiss me, Peter! Woo! Cheers, everyone! Also, what do you think of this glass, by the way? I got it today. Quite nice. It was like £1? £1.50? Pretty good. Woo! But you guys in this too. That means one of the 3 voted for you. Yeah! Woo! Peter jumped up and down like a little kid. Oh, of course, I'll drink some water too. Yes! Congratulations, everyone. This historic moment, Anton. We've changed Seoul's constitution in 1929. I'm without words. Wait a minute. So if one of the 3 voted for you, couldn't have been Hawker actually voted for us. Did he? Mr. President, how much do you care about the picture, I say? We're in together. We did it together. We are writing history. This is just the beginning. We did it together. Hell yeah, we did. He approaches to give me a hug. Hug him. You did well, Anton. Congratulations, sir. Today is a big day. You must also start preparing the speech to announce the changes, sir. I'll go ahead and reach out to the cabinet. We can celebrate this together over a meeting. Constitution of 56 successfully amend the Constitution of Swordland. I haven't seen the picture yet. Let's have a look. So it's going to be around us, isn't it? That must be the picture I saw down here. Oh, yeah, this has not appeared on there yet. I think it's an interesting gift to receive. What was the media got to work on a plan next steps after Supreme Court victory? Oh, this is a hint of some variety. Scared. Where is it? Where's a bit? No, that's my picture of my family. There's a picture of... Oh, is that not one? I thought it was. Interesting. How much is it? Oh, fair enough. Policies. Constitution amendments require assembly. Justice impeached by accessible. 2-term limit. Presidential decree requires enabling act. Election threshold of 8%. Appointment of ministers required by assembly. President impeached by the court and assembly. Veto removed. Listen, that might have been the wrong call, but I've made it. New constitution of Grand National Assembly. It's trying for all sorts of citizens who love democracy and want change. Friends Richter. Lowered threshold will bring millennialism to Swedish politics. I think it's an interesting picture to receive. What will happen to the court? Lek praises President Rain. Well, we're doing well. It's passed. Passed the parcel. We've done it. We won our vote. Woo! That's another vote in the bag. Let's continue. Cabinet meeting on the result of the vote. Lucian stood upright, holding a large folder of files under his arm without acknowledgement. If it will ruin your game, but well, you solved most problems. What I'm going to do very quickly, just before we continue, I'm going to pause for a minute, go to the toilet, and run a 1-minute ad, okay? I'll be back in just a minute. I see him. I want to know how that looked. let me creep in. I was so excited. I turned off my audio when I went to the toilet. Oh. Oh. I removed the veto. Listen, we'll see what happens. Listen, I made a decision. It might have been the wrong one, but I made a decision. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. I've made a poor decision. Listen, all I will say is we've had a good run up until now, right? It's been going well. We're happy with it so far. This is about the second worst thing you can do. Okay. Rip. Okay, we made a oopsie. It's fine. You want to talk about checks and balances? You just completely remove the power of the presidential office. Okay, understood. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Listen. 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 It's okay. We'll be fine-ish. We won't. It's fine. He looks exhausted. Cabinet is gathered in the White Room, sir. The Vice President will be opening the session soon. We can go whenever you're ready. Okay. Thank you, Lucian. You look tired. How are you holding up? It's nothing, sir. I'm ready and able as always. Don't you? Yes, exactly, Bridge. That's why you're mud. Trust your overlord. Trust your overlord. Bridge, time him out for 2 seconds. Hey, sorry for being late. Did not get any notification. Oh, don't worry, Philip. Great to have you in, bud. So you've just missed. We won. We won. We've had it passed. They voted for us, sir. They voted for us. We ate the salad. We ate the salad. And we have won. It's gone to a family. Now, the issue we've noticed is I may have just got rid of our presidential veto. Whoops. But we're fine. Wait, just remove the power to be overlord. Your economy will tank. Well, as long as your CCP and doesn't invade Rumbo, you'll be okay. Shouldn't pass this. Just in time for lads to mess things up pretty badly. Hey, don't say that. Good to know. I need you at your full potential. I hope so, Lucian. I can't have a team one out of this. Are you sure you can be honest with me? Always honest with you, sir. I'll admit, this last year was tough. No. Yes, salad equal victory. Do you still have the creep powers? I'm not sure. Do I still have the creep powers? Like I said, doesn't start the one. Join CSP. I don't know what powers I have anymore, to be honest with you. I don't have veto powers. I know that. Right. So, yeah, especially all the lobbying work, but there's nothing to break me down, sir. Trust me, I'm fine. He fixed his tie. Like, I need to do mine, actually. Well done. You still have limited decrees, okay. I'm ready, let's go. If you want to stay before we go in? I want to congratulate you again, sir. You wrote history. Couldn't have done it without you. Slightly bowed his head. Gestured to the door. Get in there. I think we should go, sir. Vice President Vector must have started the session already. Lucian held the door open for me, and we both left the office for the White Room. When we entered the room, Peter was speaking to the cabinet members who were already seated around the table. As soon as they noticed me, they all stood up. Good day, everyone. Please have a seat. Peter turned towards me. Everyone except him took their seats. He stood right next to my chair in the middle. You've accepted the whistleblower, and you might join the CSP, and you have allies. Oh god, don't fight! For the love of God, don't choose a fight! I won't choose a fight, I don't want to choose a fight. By the way, limiting presidential power in presidential systems is generally a good idea, because as compared to the US, states that presidentialism tend to forget the counterparts need to limit the presidents. The presidents are way too powerful. Don't start them. Actually, that wasn't to say. Peter turned towards me. Everybody except him took their seats. He stood right next to my chair in the middle. Okay. And here's our president. He held my chair for me to sit down and smiled. Please. I sat down. Let Peter talk. Ladies and gentlemen, We're here to discuss our current status and plan the remaining of our term. I know that some of you have had your concerns about our style of governance so far. There'll be a time to speak up about these in the meeting today. Just remove power of the president making lawmaking process 0. Is he coming on to you? No, sit here, relax. What? No, he's just our good friend. We've been working towards this for a while. We've got there finally. I think both times we've won, I've said, Peter, kiss me. It's a very British thing, if you notice, where men will be like, what? We've won! But I must also thank you for your hard work so far. We're very lucky to have a team like this. Or we've been invaluable to this administration. That's what everyone says. Having said that, now we've reached a critical point of our term. We are nearing the end. Oh, you have 60 hours more than Ninja does. We have the person with the most hours in this game in the stream. Woo! Thank you for being here, Lord. We've successfully made changes to the Swordfish Constitution. This is a historic accomplishment. Without this team, it couldn't have been possible. The new constitution has brought us one step closer to the Swordfish dream. We should be proud of having strengthened our democracy. Our success with these changes has brought with it great support. Our party, which was divided at the beginning of our term, has finally come together once more. I have 260, but that includes Rizia. That's fair, but that's cool. At least these people that doesn't depend on private. That's fair. So let's start the meeting with a brief look at the reports. He fumbled with a stack of papers in front of him. According to the latest polls, people seem content about administration. The public opinion has not changed much. He took out a piece of paper from a stack and inspected it. The biggest concern of the people is the state of our economy. We're slowly slipping into a depression. It's only a matter of time until the people will be hit further. This will have dire consequences for our administration. This is the time to give the best we can for this administration and for Swordland. Peter turned to me. I'll give the words to the president now. President Advisor Jace is sitting in a chair outside the cabinet room, panicking and screaming about the fact we just eliminated the power of the executive office, which is pretty important, at least in Italy, but we've got a parliamentary system, so it might be a bit different. Listen, we might have made a bad decision, and it might doom us, but, and this is a big but, so be it. we made a poor decision on that front. I did again at the beginning of the game. I should have read it better at the time. What we've learned is Lance at the beginning of the game when I did these things didn't read things properly. Okay, we can agree on this. Lance didn't necessarily read things properly. Me, I'm speaking about myself in the third person here. I don't know why. But I didn't make things properly, so let me off on that front. We'll just deal with what we've got, which is pretty important at least. And this represents, thank you for the opening. Everyone's eyes were focused on me. First, I want to make an announcement. I've decided to form an alliance with PFJB. First, I want to talk about focus on some of the plans going forward. Ooh! PFJB? We happy with that? Because I think an announcement like that is important. Bridge! What's that vote? What's that poll? What's that poll? Did Lance make a bad decision? Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes. We made a bad decision. Sure, yeah. I like that. Cheeky. I'm gonna... It's back in my hands. Let's say number 1. First, make an important announcement. I've decided to form an alliance with PFJB. Some people look at me questioningly. You heard me right, our parties will form an alliance. We'll join the next election together. I left the we option just for you. Next election together. Please close your door and stood up. I can't believe this. Well, I doubt that he's stupid enough to press that one button. My decision, I'm sure everybody does, Mr. President. You'll do a cooperate with Mr. Richter, beginning party does too, so if not an agreement. Very much in common with Mr. Richter, an alliance with the benefit of the party. I came here to change the party, I need to reform this law. That you do, Mr. President, but do not forget that this party was founded by ideas of solism. You can try, but you can't force to change our values. Opinions, but the alliance is going to happen. I have heard enough, it is done. If valid concerns with Grafton, I can reconsider my decision. He was taken aback. I see. Sat down, her eyes locked on me. Let's vote on it. Peter leaned back in his chair and nodded. Good idea. Let's see the ayes for the alliance. He raised their hand for the alliance. 5 nays. This looks in disbelief. 5-3, I think it's settled. Seen the vote, yes, it's decided. Should not respond, but look me in the eyes. Table twice. Now it'll be we because I'm not here to help. Made it be a voice. Literally everybody in game scream at you. If you're not picking, get a few more chances. Not an option. Is this? Fair enough. They should be in stress or something. Next one, a good brief report of his ministry. Peter gestured at Simon and immediately stood up. Mr. President, dear colleagues, Mr. Vice President was appointed a summary of the economic status. He also used the words oppression. He couldn't have been more correct. Our GDP has shrunk by 15% last year. This downward trend has broken our economy over the last years. If we cannot contain this in time, we will end our term, in the true sense of the word, in depression. However, this is not yet reflected well with our debt situation. Our total national debt has increased about 85 billion SR this year. If we maintain a deficit over the next years, we will face a massive debt crisis which will crash the economy. The Assembly is working on introducing new tax bills which will generate more revenue for the government. These efforts will depend on the government deficit situation. On the other hand, unemployment has seen no positive changes. There has been an increase in joblessness. It is now at 26%. We've lost control of the situation. We've caused millions of people to lose their jobs. Pause for a moment. Lance, it's way harder to get re-elected without help in depression. Yeah, of course. I mean, we want to help the economy as much as we can. We want to help our people as much as we can. So we'll see what we can do. This is terrible. Is there more to it? Well, I don't want to get into too much detail right now, but I have to say that sadly our first infrastructure project has not resulted in much growth yet. But apart from all that, I'll finish with an update on our latest project. The manager reported that everything is going well and very fast in the Sana agricultural zone. I'll keep it brief for the sake of the whole meeting and then my report on that note. Click on the growth box. I don't believe we can do anything. Projected economic growth, it just says that, pretty much. Thank you, Mr. Hull. Your concerns have been heard. I stood up as soon as Simon sat down. I'll keep it very brief, Mr. President. The trade will increase our agricultural exports from Bergia region. The port would have been great. Yeah, yeah, fair point. Fair point. Our farmers are still suffering. I'm going to shoot its best by giving our subsidies to local farmers, but agricultural production remains the same. That will be all. Hoped I could. Thank you, Mr. Manger. That is it. Good, let's move on to it. Thank you, Mr. Manger. It was especially good if you trade with Bugs Land. Next up, the Pascal. Mr. President, there are currently no major problems with Ministry of Health. We're currently investigating some reports of a small polio outbreak around a village called Haymere. We believe we can get into more details in our policy meeting soon. Thank you, Mr. Benwell. Thank you, Mr. Benwell. ISA stepped up. The Ministry of Defense has a very important report regarding our situation with Rumberg. The investigation showed that Rumberg was in fact weaponizing rebels against our state. We have learned that they have been aiding the Bluish rebels in Welland too. The military must stand ready for a possible attack coming from Rumberg. We've gathered intelligence regarding their military research and production. They're building a massive army. We urgently need to increase our own military production. We cannot let them threaten us like this. Some regiments must stand here, we'll use whatever limits. I don't think we should escalate. Let's refrain from sending them a response. I think number two, I'm gonna let the hands are up. Presidential hands are up. I don't think we should escalate. Let's refrain from sending them a response. Are we happy with number two? Because I don't want to enrage our enemies. Make them think, by the way, I always love how this man looks like a fun with a beard. Both okay. What was that, Bridge? Sorry, that's a Francesco moment. What was that? What was that? Oh, I thought you were saying it about me! He's a moustache, I've got the beard! I'll go for number two. Let me just go to, of course, Mr. Helen has agreed to begin deal negotiation. We're moving on with that very soon. Cooperation between Welland and Sutherland's improved to a new level. However, we've seen it negative impact with Lesbia. The region is very unstable. With the incidents at Rumberg, Welland and Hedgeland, we must be very cautious. We can talk in more detail at our foreign policy meeting. Thank you, Miss Wishy. Garrow is next. Our mission is working day and night to improve our education system and increase its accessibility. We've built around 100 new schools and improved accessibility. We've accomplished a lot with our new curriculum. Reforms will greatly improving our output as a society. Lily has suddenly stood up. Mr. President, we have important equipment missing from several of our major police departments. We might need to implement some new measures soon. We'll provide you with more detailed reports at a later date. Fortunately, Governor Braun is continuing his discriminatory policies against the Bloods in the special zone. I'm afraid if this continues, we'll have a major problem in our hands. The reports of the BFF organising its forces are very concerning. I'll be honest, it is a good point. It is a good point. Maybe I could have made some better choices. That's the truth of it. But I am sticking behind what we've done so far and enjoying it very much. It's fine. Luckily, I have some good news about the abandonment of the abolishment of the Burgess Special Zone. Apart from a few small details, projects are ready to be implemented. We can get rid of the governor soon. I'll send the final documents to you to sign soon, Mr. President. Thank you, Lewis. There's one more important thing to ask of you. I'd like to transfer the General Armory of the Ministry of Interior to improve the internal forces. Is this good? Is this good to transfer in the Ministry of the Interior? What's everyone's opinion? Armory, maintain security, safety, and public order in rural regions of Sordland. These duties described by the other laws. Ministry. This is about the third worst decision you can make. What is the worst decision, for reference? Is it giving her that power? So yes, accepting this. My marshal has to agree with the President's order and tells him to. Ministry of Defence shouldn't be meddling with the internal security of the Union Army. We had several incidents where they were going too violent too quickly, and it stems from military officers giving reckless orders at times. Bridge, perfect. Keep that up. Keep that up. Great job. That's exactly what you want to do. Couldn't have done it more perfectly. Transfer it to her. No, there's something way worse you can do in this game. It cripples the military, makes them pissed at you, and makes the OG way more powerful. You can straight up cause a nuclear war, but I won't say how. Okay. Yeah, great choice, that bridge. That's exactly what we need to do. OG more powerful, straight up cause a nuclear war. Oh god. I'm not sure how this would help. I can assure a better internal security structure with the coherent processes often we transfer going to the future. Nuclear war has nothing to do with this. I can't make that promise, ASF would be furious. I don't. Why just would there be a nuclear war? I could have got there without any unfortunate moments. He is smiled faintly. And he stood up. The Supreme Court has delayed the Ishval-Urson case again indefinitely. Mr. Hawker and his cronies are adamant about protecting Governor Braun in the special zone. In this process, Mr. Urson has gained a lot of popularity and is now leading a peaceful protest movement against Governor Braun. I'm afraid if this goes on far longer, it will cause chaos in Bergia. They'll get rid of Governor after I sign off this project. I hope so, Mr. President. You took a seat. Next, we'll talk to you about the focus of some of our plans going forward. Focus on changing our party as a whole. I will add a vision to our manifesto. The public opinion is concerned with spoken to campaign in this session already. No economy is very concerned. It must be our focus to achieve quick economic development. Yeah. Oh, really? That's fair. Some not in agreement. Sordland needs to become an economic powerhouse. It can't go around to we should focus on poverty and homelessness. Almost everybody seems to be in agreement with me. No, that's fair, that's fair. There are no comments, let's move on with the meeting. If there are no comments, we'll talk about another plan. We have another plan? What's the other plan? If there are no comments, let's move on with the meeting. I believe that's everything. One by one, my ministers packed up and left the White Room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see, this is the thing. You guys tell me to make decisions and this moment I don't. Well, my decision, I can't, like, crash the game, can I? Through anything to, Well, I didn't know. What do you mean, of course? You've been watching the series on YouTube. You know I don't make the most sensible decisions. Then, I say, do you think it's worth if the game runs into a little accident? Achoo. Oh, no! No! What happened to Suzerain? I was loaded up on the wrong monitor. I can't see anything. I can't see you guys. I don't know what's happening. It's on the wrong monitor. No! Wrong monitor. I don't know what's happened. Like, I can already feel Jace being like, "You cheater! You cheater!" My bottom bar's gone as well. I can't see anything. Oh my god. Okay. Options. Full screen. Let's go window very quickly. Let me drag it over to the other monitor. Where's the game gone? Game's gone. Okay, the game has actually crashed this time. Brilliant. That didn't go well. I clicked on the right screen, put it on the right screen. I don't know why I decided to go on the other screen for a second. The void! We're back. Where is the game? I actually don't see the game anymore. It's gone. It's actually gone. I have killed the game. Why is it that tiny bar at the bottom? What is going on with Suzerain right now? Uh-oh. What's happened to Suzerain? Oh, it's back. It's back. I've got it. I've got it. Okay. It's the void is gone. Ah, the void. We're back. Oh my god. Settings change. Windowed. Full screen. Apply. Security settings. Yes. Fine. Fine. We're okay. Oh! Oh! What? Ugh! Restores to default. Yeah. Ah! Why is it so loud now? Ow! Ah! Ah! What's this happened? Did the game crash again? My ears too. I'm turning off the game audio for a second. We've doomed ourselves. Ah! It's so loud I can't see. Okay, music down. Music. Bad music. Bad music. Bad music. Resolution. Where's the resolution so far down? It was like this, wasn't it? Apply. Yes. We've fixed it. Why does it look so weird? Why does it look so weird? No, it all looks really weird still, doesn't it? What was my settings before? I didn't see. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. That was terrifying. I'll turn up ever so slightly. Oh my god. Oh. 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 Stop working. Our overlord has stopped working. Restarting, please. Don't do shit in the options. Lance has stopped working, so I've played Knights of Honor. Need to activate the understudy. Actually, I've started menu bug. No, we're gonna have to redo this again, aren't we? What? It looks weird. Wait a minute. Is it zoomed in weird? Does it look strange? Was this always off the screen, or was that meant to be in? No, wait. Something's wrong. No, it's fine. Is this how it was? No, it looks alright? Okay. Okay, I'll take your word on paranoid now. As all said, right, we'll just skip through this. Thankfully, you shouldn't look tired. How are you holding up? Are you sure you can be honest with me? It feels... No, something feels wrong. something 900. Ah, wait a minute. No, yeah, that was it. Sorry. It's not for you guys. I can see it. Something's wrong. There we go. That's better. I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Could have done this without you. Everyone, please obviously. I heard him not going for a poop. Let me talk. Oh, no, I know. I'm just getting through this part. Thank you, Vice President, for the opening. Let's do it differently. First, I'd like a brief on each ministry. Peter gestured at Simon and immediately stood up. Dear President, Mr. President, dear colleagues, Mr. Vice President, we've got a new clip for ourselves. Bridge, can you go back earlier? I snuck into the room, but I think you guys saw my head. I'm just not sure when I did it. I don't know if you can scroll through chat and see when someone said, I see him! I was like, I was crawling in and was like, and it snuck back down. I need to skip through this. I'm already clipping. Oh god. Oh, zero. We crashed and I had to restart. There's a bug. There we go. Let's move to report. Zero. We won the thing. We got what we needed and we got passed. Oh no. Thank you, Mr. Manger. Mr. President. So we're skipping through this because I already just did this. But the game crashed. Looks like the Will and Deal did help. The biggest... Yeah, like, you got to post the vid and we can go back. Definitely. I'm going to be looking back later. We do need to increase our military production. Pardon me. Can't let the guard threaten us like this. Messenger urgent. I want to escalate. David. Okay. I need to introduce someone. Zero. Yes, Zero, you should meet this. So, we have a gentleman with us. Lord Unhold. Lord Unhold has the most hours in this game. Physically, the most hours in this game. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, pretty neat. Literally. Yep. Number 1 on Steam, I guess. 2.0 is 10 times easier to get an alliance with lesbian. Now it's difficult. Made. The schools. Again, we're skipping through this as we just read it all. So sorry about that. Julius. We're not going to accept this. Not so sure how this would help. I promise like this. I'll go grab some groceries. See you in a moment. See you in a bit, Zero. It's all people which don't have their Steam on private, which is fair. Oh, pardon me. Sign that off. Lord, please educate the Deputy Chief of Staff on what to do with Magnolia. It was really good. Oh, god damn it. Let's make important. Someone's going for. Oh! Hiccup. Oh my god. It's time to focus on changing our party as a whole. I need to vision on a manifesto. Public opinion. Don't spoil anything. So then we become the powerhouse, poverty and homelessness. If there's no comments, I want to move on with another plan. Oh, we can finally impeach justices. Let's organise the assembly against the Chief Justice. So, number 1, we can finally impeach justices. Let's organise the assembly against Chief Justice. Impeach Hawker. That is fair. That is fair. Are we all for this, gentlemen? I mean, I'll be honest, Lord, your opinion does run far. A lot of hours and experience, and I wouldn't impeach him anyway. Yep, kind of important. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the feedback, Philip. Our new Chief Justice, Dingbat the cat. She will lead us to greatness. As long as he's actually done something wrong. He tried to bribe us earlier. The issue was glasses to inspect documents in front of him. Yes, sir, I'll start working on it immediately. He wrote on the document and put down his pen after. There's no comments. Let's move on with the meeting. Without doing so. This is why you restarted. Get rid of the Madman Hawker without doing something highly legal. Also, I'm going to announce our alliance with the PFJP. I know that you were against this, Lord, but, and I know we can't as well. We kind of have the choice to. But if we partner with them, what is the consequence? To not necessarily partnering with them. Obviously, I made the decision before we can. He was against it? Oh, okay. So if you're okay with it, I'm going to make the same decision I made earlier. Do that. Hello, Diva. Hello, Diva. Oh, I've got a belly. Ow! She's got my hand. She has got my hand in her mouth. Okay. Yeah, poor Hawker. You can totally do him dirty as a dictator. Oh, really? I believe that is everything. Important announcements. I decided to form an alliance with the PFJP. We're happy with me still forming the alliance, everyone? Everyone's happy. Yeah? Jace is for. Then Jace is a yay. We're happy. I mean, I did it before. The alliance is meh. Okay. Yes, Dingbat is the cat. Dingbat has been named Dingbat for a very long time. I don't know what sounds about this. Dingbat. Yes, Dingbat. That is exactly how you spell it. I adopted Dingbat, named Dingbat. This is a really key part. I didn't name her Dingbat, but her name is perfect. Reform myself. What did I do earlier? And then we said enough. Let's vote on it. I guess it's decided. Leave this everyone. My family used to have a cat called Tarzan. That's quite a cool name for a cat. Oh, she sat on my feet. She's such a good girl. She's such a good girl. She is 13 now, Dingbat. I've had her for 4 years myself, but I've known her for longer than that. She was taken in by my sister initially. And she's from Tenerife. The cat has done more travelling than me. The cat's got a passport as well, which I wish was a joke. She actually has a little cat passport. Doesn't actually have a picture of her on, though. Has like a biometric chip, which she has. And Lilia's chose are true colours. Yeah. A deep orange strobes like shorts. Oh, that's cool. One by one, Mrs. Pat, the white room, I follow suit and headed to my office. The last 2.5 years has gone by so fast. It's been 2.5 years since we started. Oh my god. News. Haha. USP proposed dismissal of Chief Justice. USP announces alliance with PFJP. New constitution. Swordsland today. Load threshold will bring millennialism to Swordish politics. The about Lance's cat. Someone thrashed by Lance to be on screen. Gets vengeance by Son in his hands. Will assassinate him in the night. Oh, you have 2 cats. Oh, nice. Impeaching Hawker. What will happen to the court? Leak praises President Rain. Or Leck. Leck. Report. Whisperer agent report. Agent Hailstone has revealed intelligence about a secret nuclear weapons program developed in Rumburg. Our intelligence has verified the details relayed about a heavy water facility in the north of the kingdom and a ballistic missile test. The agent will be provided security under the protection program and will be given resources to transfer further intelligence to our units. Not in a true democratic brand. Oh, shit. Gang vengeance, violence, claims more lies. Okay. What's the next mission? Whole sword, address to the nation speech. Oh, God. I have a cat named Tarzan. It's fantastic. That's what I was thinking earlier. Tarzan's a really good name. Right, address the nation speech. Get your camera. Lucian and I walked into my office in the Maroon Palace to make my address to the national speech. Nation speech. I'll take a picture. The president is talking. Cat later and got freakishly big. I found him as a cub. Oh, really? It was unusually crowded today. Cameras, lights, and microphones were set in the place, and the crew was standing by, ready to start filming. Are you ready, sir? too big. His dad found him as a cub kitten. Yeah, that's fair. Kitten's, I guess, technical, but it's fine. I get it. Little cat. Are you ready, sir? Yes, let's do it. Good. I think the crew's ready. So you just take your seat, we can go live. So in my seat, I rearranged my notes on the desk as a crew member powdered my face with a cotton puff. After everybody was ready, the director gave a sign to start filming. I looked directly into the camera. My little people, I'll be going. Zero, Jace, keep an eye on, and a clip on Lance in the meantime. Alright, see you in a bit, Bridge. Thank you so much for being here, bud. Really appreciate it. Hope to catch you around later, my friend. You have a good one. Tomorrow we'll be playing a lot more X4 and probably Kingdom Come Deliverance again, so I know you might not be able to make it to that one, so I'll play that earlier in the day and probably do X4 in the evening. But bud, you have a good one. I'll catch you later. Thank you for being here. Music is good. So everybody was ready. The director gave me a start. I looked directly into the camera. Brothers and sisters. I have this opportunity to talk with you about the change we've undertaken to London. I'm grateful to earn the honour of finally modifying thought about speaking of future generation about a historic effort towards freedom, fairness, and hope, a new meaning and power. Number 3, gentlemen, are we happy with? Because I believe we would have rehearsed this speech. But I want an opinion, either a yay or a nay. Number 3. Are we happy with number 3, gentlemen? Be on camera. Cheers! Philip's happy with number 3. Alright, your personal aid and advisor, I say 3. That's 2 yays. That's enough for me. I'll speak about our future and a great historic effort to give the words freedom, fairness, and hope a new meaning and power. So there's a change, and we've accomplished that. I'm proud of what our government has accomplished. We've finally brought fairness and balance to our once-to-come system. We have reached a turning point in Swordland's history. We need to remember when Swordland was 2 years ago. These days are behind us now, and the change we've brought has been real. New constitution is the second revolution in the history of Swordland that truly transformed the course of government. Just one word: democracy. Yeah, fair enough. The new system will bring more transparent democracy that helps them rise up in the world. Oh no, will he get an achievement? Fair enough. You used to remember when Swordland was 2 years ago. The days behind us and changes we brought has been real. Transform system that's called endless confusion, resentment. One that is clear, simple, and fair for all. We have a constitution that longer protects the rights of few elites, ensures the participation of all. Hey, Jace is standing next to Suzerain Lord and Philip and Lucian all behind you to make the speech. Lucian being the scariest one. We have a constitution that longer protects the rights of few elites. For the sake of fairness and consistent growth, we have had to radically change the structure of our government system. And that's fair enough. But now I'm sure you have one question on your mind. Will our reforms help you? You bet they will. We'll see them as democratization of Swordland because they close loopholes that benefit a privileged few. So I can review and receive letters from thousands of you. I know how hungry you were for change. Make no mistake, together we can change Swordland forever. We need art of this moment. I will pose. Henceforth, we can understand how long we have to construct the will of the people. And make no mistake, we can change Swordland together. New Tomlins ensure that no single person can block change when it's most needed. We're now ensure neither I nor any person who holds a position as president will pose a risk of ruling by decree. We'll eliminate the Supreme Court's legislation and new age is upon us. Hey, if you want to, I won't stop you. Make sure that every change was respected and executed properly. But beyond this, we intend to strengthen the democratic freedom of every sort of citizen. For too long, the Supreme Court has acted on behalf of sinister deep state interests. That ends now on. We make sure that every change is respected and executed properly. And lowered our unfair election threshold. No longer will the voices of the minority be silenced. Voices were raised saying that we have to look to our past for greatness and glory. We proved and will continue to prove them wrong. We promise you, we will not stop. Time to renew our faith in our system. New changes in our system have planted the seeds for an untold future success. We are creating a nation once again vibrant, robust, and alive. Also take a deep breath. Now we have our next challenges. We'll be focused on Swordland's internal and external threats. With our reform complete, our government will now focus on economic development of Swordland. Not rest of every Sword citizen enjoys freedom, dignity, and opportunity. That is our birthright. Focus on economic development of Swordland. Ooh. number 2 for now. Fellow citizens of Swordsland, let me assure you our nation is poised for greatness. Today we must do what we know is right and do with it all our might. As if to say, there were golden years when Swordsland were reborn, when Swordsland reached their best. Lord, let me pick of your favourite reign you have made, and I'll put them in as you. Today we must do what we know is right and do with all our might. Imagine doing solo and blind, it's impossible to get a good ending. Yeah, that's fair. I can imagine. Can you imagine how many times I would have messed this up, Philip, if I hadn't done that? I'm giving crazy. Today we know it's right and do with all our might. Remind you of the revolutionary phrase. Morning will come, victory is close. I'm glad to say the morning's finally come. Not letting the fellows design. United Swordsland Pie will keep fighting for stronger, more united Swordsland. Well, throwing the USP a little bit there. Just future sun. The future is in our hands. Inevitably, revolution shoot a fly away from my forehead. For a swordland of wisdom that honours the family, knowing that the family goes, so goes our civilization. A swordland, a vision of ceased dreams. A swordland that courage of servicemen and women, even as I speak on much frontier of freedom. Seize tomorrow's dreams. Safeguards against an event that screw you. We've begun promisingly, but it's only a beginning. We've not here to congratulate ourselves on what we've done, but to challenge ourselves to finish what has not yet been done. To challenge our conventional wisdom. Challenge ourselves on what we've done, but to challenge ourselves to finish what has not yet been done. Aves Morgana, Vector and Sistar. The director gave the cut signal, and the cameraman stopped filming. My speech was finished. Oh, oh my god. Rain, the future lies in our hands. Okay, right. Gentlemen, that is... You think we should end this here? Let me just continue to next and we'll bring it to an end. Yeah, I think... Revelations. Ooh. Less money, but fun for ministry. For more money, hence more. That's fair. Right. I won't continue just yet. What are we looking forward to next part? Departure of present son from home. Some reports, but we'll deal with that next part. I think this is a good part for the assembly vote for YouTube. I title it. But thank you so much for watching. I'm just going to wrap up the YouTube part, not the stream just yet. But thank you so much for watching our Suzerain stream today. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and I hope to catch you in the next part. Goodbye for now, everyone, okay? We'll see you next time.